Well, hello and welcome to your monthly teaching, tarot teaching. I am going to give you a quick lesson on how to use tarot to interpret your dreams. Now, I've got a tarot cards with meanings on them, and I'm using the basic Rider-Waite, but you can use any deck. Don't let this, if you don't have this deck, don't let it stop you. I'll explain in a minute why I'm using a deck with meanings on them, but let's get started. So you've had a dream, you wrote it down, or maybe your recall is really good. Some dreams you can remember and you remember them for days, and other dreams are gone in a flash the minute you open your eyes. And that's why I've put some tips in there about remembering your dreams. And one of the best things is to keep a notebook by your bed and quickly, as soon as you wake up from your dream, just quickly put a few words down. You don't have to write a whole long discourse on what the dream was about, but just put a few quick notes, and then that'll help you in the morning, especially if it seems very profound. So then in the morning, you look at your notes, or you've recalled. So I'm going to do a really weird dream, and this is actually a dream that I had, so this will be really interesting. I haven't done this for that dream. I had a dream that I was in a huge arena, and it had like a track field on the inside of it, and people were walking their hot tubs. I know it's so weird, but you had to have two people, and two people had to be holding on to the hot tub, and then you'd walk around this arena and you'd just walk your hot tub. And some people were inside their hot tub, and some people were outside the hot tub. But the hot tubs needed to go for a walk. Yeah, that's a dream, all right. So I'm going to ask the cards. I'm going to show you how to do this. What does that dream mean? What is that dream trying to tell me? What was that dream trying to communicate? Those are better words. What is the dream trying to tell me? What is the dream trying to communicate? Because it's just trying to communicate things to you. What is the dream trying to communicate? What does it mean? What is it trying to tell me? What does that mean? And what is it trying to tell me? You can read reversals or not. Go with your intuition. Go with your intuition. Cards are ready. All right. And so now you're going to draw 5 cards. So I've got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I've got the 8 of Swords in reversed. I've got the Page of Pentacles upright. I've got the Sun upright. And I've got the 2 of Cups in reverse. And that's interesting, the 2 of Cups, because you needed 2 people. What's the underlying here? The High Priestess. So in reverse. So now I am going to take and see what are these words on here. I'm going to look at all the information on the card. Secrets, harm, hidden agenda, disconnected from intuition, withdraw, silence, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, misunderstanding, the balance of opposites, the High Priestess, water, moon, the number 2, and here's an answer here, maybe. So a yes or no would be maybe. So it's definitely something going on with my intuition. So now I'm going to look at these cards, and because I've asked the dream to communicate with me, I want to use the actual words. I want to use all the symbology, but I want to use the actual words because that's what the dream is trying to communicate to me through symbols. Reversed, self-care, unpaid debts, one-sided charity, strings attached, power and domination. Reversed, 8 of Swords, self-limiting beliefs, inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, opening to new perspective, self-acceptance and freedom. Page of Pentacles upright, manifestation, financial opportunity, skill development, ambition, desire, diligence. The Sun, positivity, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. 2 of Cups in reverse, self-love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, broken communication. All right, so now I'm looking at some of these other ones. 19, which reduces to 1, the number of new beginnings and success. Earth sign, we've got an air sign, manifestation, practicality, skill, absolute decision, business, the ego. So we've got a yes, no, yes, yes, and a maybe, and a yes. So there's something really positive that wants to happen, but I get that I'm the one who's holding it back. I think there's something really positive that wants to happen. And my lack of self-love is creating disharmony, distrust, imbalance, tension. And that's interesting because some people were in the hot tub. And what's a hot tub? It's to release some tension, right? You go in there to relax. So that's actually kind of interesting. And you needed 2 people. One of the rules were you needed 2 people. And I remember I was walking along holding and somebody said, "Oh, can you come help me walk my hot tub?" And I said, "No, I have to finish this loop first, and then I'll come back and I'll help you." So I'm wondering here, my self-limiting beliefs, I couldn't do it right then. I had to finish what I was doing before I could do that. So I've got 2 here with self-care, self-love, unpaid debts. Well, truth be told, I have none of those, so it can't be that. One-sided charity. So maybe, this person was asking me to help and I had to finish what I was doing, and yes, I would help. Maybe I'm giving too much of a way of myself. Strings attached, power and domination. Self-limiting beliefs, a lot about the self here. And it's interesting because I'm going into my Chiron return right now, and it is hitting me pretty hard. Inner critic, releasing negative thoughts, opening to new perspectives, self-acceptance, freedom. That's a huge message in all of these. And saying yes to myself. I've got a lot of yeses I've only got 1 no. And so saying yes to myself would, having a rebirth almost, a rebranding of myself, manifesting myself. And once I do that, I'm going to create some financial opportunity. I think that, so see how I've gone from, that was a really weird dream, what does that mean, to now I'm kind of putting it together. And it's interesting, this high priestess is here and about my intuition. And I've bought 2 bracelets that help my intuition. So I'm wondering if I'm feeling a little bit, I don't want to say lack. I'm not feeling lack. I wonder if I'm feeling like low self-esteem. What's that one thing that people do that, they think they're not doing a good job, but they actually are? False persona? Or no, what is it called? Oh, I know some of you can't wait to type what the answer is. Imposter syndrome. So that's interesting that I'm looking at things that were, that increase my intuition. And here there is the high priestess in reverse, is disconnected from intuition. Withdraw, silence, selfish, shallowness, ignorance, and misunderstanding. I think that the cards here are actually very clear. When you are doing a dream reading, don't do more than 5. Because a dream has already got enough symbolism in it and it's really complicated. Now, if I didn't have these words down here, I could definitely see things are not fair. I could definitely see my thoughts are keeping me trapped. I could see that there's something new, that I need to come up with a new idea. But I don't have that idea. This person here has got the idea for me. And it has to be something new that I've never done before in the sun. And it's keeping me away from, maybe it's keeping me away from other people. Maybe it's keeping me away from partnerships. Maybe it's, maybe it's keeping me in disharmony with other people. And that's why I needed 2 to walk with this hot tub. And it wasn't to carry the hot tub. You just had to have your hand on it. I don't know how the hot tub was moving. I just know that you had to go around this track with this, 2 people had to be holding it. So this is maybe telling me I'm not exactly being cooperative. But again, I didn't, here, because I forgot that 2 cups in reverse is self-love. And that has a lot to do with my Chiron return. Chiron's returning in Aries. It's in Aries right now. And that is all about your self-identity and your self-love, your self-care, self-limiting beliefs. Also, you know, Aries is the sun is exalted in Aries. So this might be telling me something about that as well. I might want to go research that a little bit and see what's happening there. But this skill development, I think, is talking about this. So that's why, if you have one of these decks or any kind of deck that has the wording on it, like I think the fairy deck does, the angel deck, there's a lot of decks that have some key words on it. That's generally better to explain what the dream is about, but you can do it with the symbology as well if you're really in tune with your cards and really in tune with this symbology. Otherwise, you're going to get it kind of muddled. So that's why, if this is something that you really want to explore, I'd get the cards with the wording on it. So you can get clear and you can get the message after message after message that shows you what the dream is trying to say. All right. Well, I hope that helped you. But again, never do more than 5. You're going to complicate things. Try and get the words. Or even, you know what? If you didn't have a deck with words on it, use the little white book and see what words are in the little white book for you. I don't think this one has the words because it's on here. I think it just gives you some layouts, but you know what I mean. Use the little white book and then see what keywords are in there. There's, another way you could do it is by Oracle deck. You could also take an Oracle deck, and I would take an Oracle deck. And let's do a bit of an experiment. This is a new deck I don't think I've shown before, the Time Traveler's Oracle. So what can you tell me about the meaning of my dream? What can you tell me about the meaning of my hot tub dream? What can you tell me about the meaning of my hot tub dream? What could you tell me about the meaning of my hot tub dream? What could you tell me about the meaning of my hot tub dream? Expansion, planet Jupiter. Yeah, hot tubs are huge. Deliberation at the feet of Lao Tzu, China. Deliberation and creativity. The Venice Renaissance, Italy. Peace, St. Francis of Assisi, Italy. So I guess I would have to go a little bit deeper into the books there. But that deliberation kind of matches up with the self-love, self-care, creativity, and peace here. The creativity, that would be the sun sign. That would be the sun. The sun grows, it creates expansion. That's, expanding from my self-limiting beliefs. And then peace, to have peace of mind. Peace of mind. And so I think that this is actually the Time Traveler's Oracle. So I wonder if it's time travelers and places. I don't know. I'll have to look into it a little bit further. So then I'd read the book and I'd get my keywords out of there. So I would only pick 3 and then the underlying for Oracle cards. Just because Oracle cards, they tend to have a deeper, bigger explanation in the book. So let's look. There's deliberation, right? So it's 2 pages. Rather than in the little white book, it just has a few keywords for you. So there's, that's another reason why Oracle cards, I think 3 would be plenty with Oracle cards. But you can do 5 if you want. But you remember, you're just trying to uncode a dream. You aren't, writing a story about it and seeing if it matches up with what the dream was trying to tell you. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I sure hope you enjoy this month's magazine. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.